If you enjoy this podcast summary, please consider subscribing. Evan Spiegel's journey to building a $30 billion company like Snapchat is a fascinating story. Growing up, Evan's parents made some fateful choices that had a huge impact on his life. They never let him watch TV, but allowed him to read any book he wanted. This led to Evan developing a strong imagination and a love for building things. He would often create his own games and experiences, like a fake hotel in his living room where his parents could come and stay. Evan's parents also encouraged his creativity, never making him feel bad about turning the house upside down to express himself. As a result, Evan grew up to be a confident and imaginative person, willing to take risks and challenge conventional thinking. In school, Evan was an introvert and didn't really fit in. He went on to build his own computer in 6th grade with the help of a teacher, and this experience taught him that even complex things can be broken down and understood. Evan's interest in computers and technology led him to study product design at Stanford University. He was drawn to the idea of creating new products and services that could be useful to people. Evan's first idea that failed was Future Freshman, a website designed to help kids apply to college. He and his co-founder, Bobby, spent 18 months building the site, but it was clear that it was going to be difficult to win against an established company. Evan realized that he didn't love the product enough and that it was going to be hard to build a big business. Evan's experience with Future Freshman taught him the importance of loving what you're building and getting feedback from customers as quickly as possible. When Evan shifted working on Snapchat, he and Bobby created an initial version of the app that took a couple of months to create. They called it Peekaboo, and it was focused on disappearing messages. But they quickly learned that this wasn't what people wanted. They wanted to communicate with pictures, and they wanted it to be fast. Evan and Bobby iterated and created a new version of the app, which they called Snapchat. This time, it was a hit. Evan's story is a testament to the importance of humility and being open to feedback. He didn't have a billion-dollar idea from the start, but he was willing to learn and adapt. He stayed true to his vision and philosophy, but also listened to his customers and made changes accordingly. This approach has been key to Snapchat's success, and it's a lesson that entrepreneurs can learn from. After dropping out of Stanford, Spiegel co-founded Future Freshman, a college prep website, but soon realized he wasn't passionate about the project. He took a step back, gained perspective, and eventually met his co-founder, Bobby Murphy. The early days of Snapchat were marked by rapid growth, with users increasing exponentially. Spiegel recalls the moment when he knew Snapchat was going to be a big deal, when the snap counter on their website would refresh, and the number of snaps sent would jump by hundreds or thousands. Spiegel's decision to drop out of university was not taken lightly, but he felt he had no choice. With investors on board and a growing user base, he couldn't balance his coursework and business responsibilities. He eventually returned to university and graduated in 2018, wanting to set a good example for his children. When asked about advice for his children, Spiegel emphasizes the importance of nurturing creativity. He also notes that job titles are often ridiculous, and that it's more important to focus on collecting useful, long-term skills that can translate across industries. Spiegel's story is a testament to the power of perseverance and creativity. From humble beginnings to a $30 billion company, Snapchat's success is a reminder that innovation and hard work can lead to remarkable achievements. He believes that amazing impact, creativity, and great ideas can come from anywhere, and that focusing on hierarchy can actually hinder innovation. Instead, he advocates for a flat organizational structure that encourages collaboration and idea sharing. As Snapchat grew, Evan had to find a way to balance the need for hierarchy with the need for innovation. He discovered that the most successful companies have a small, flat team that focuses on innovating, and a larger, more structured team that supports the customers. The key is to build a relationship between these two teams, allowing them to work together and share ideas. At Snapchat, Evan has implemented a design team that is just 9 people with no fancy titles or hierarchy. The team is focused on making things, and they have a weekly critique session where they share new ideas and designs. This approach has led to some of Snapchat's most innovative features, such as the ability to tap to take a photo and hold to record a video. Evan also emphasizes the importance of hiring the right people. He looks for individuals who are kind, smart, and creative, and who have a willingness to learn and adapt. He believes that kindness is essential for a creative culture. as it allows people to feel comfortable sharing their ideas and taking risks. In terms of leadership, Evan values T-shaped leaders who have a depth of expertise in a particular area, as well as a breadth of understanding of the business overall. He also looks for leaders who are adaptable and can connect with people from different backgrounds and disciplines. Looking back, Evan wishes he had been more thoughtful about leadership values and characteristics when he was first starting out. He would have told his younger self to focus on fixing mistakes quickly, rather than trying to make the perfect decision. He also would have emphasized the importance of culture and embedding it in the team from the beginning. He believes that by creating a culture that values these qualities, companies can achieve great things and make a real impact. He believes that culture is a top priority, but it's hard to understand what that means in practice. For him, culture is about how people behave, and it's essential to have a clear framework for expectations. At Snapchat, they have a set of values, kind, smart, and creative, that are tied to specific behaviors. These behaviors are research-backed and help guide decision-making. Spiegel recalls a moment when he felt like the company was losing control of its culture. That advice stuck with him, and he shifted working on clarifying the company's values and behaviors. He believes that if they had done this earlier, it would have helped shape the culture faster. When it comes to building a team, Spiegel emphasizes the importance of applying values to hiring and promotion processes. He thinks that if they had been faster in embedding their values, it would have helped shape the culture. He also believes that founders should be more specific about how people live the values of their company every day through their behaviors. Spiegel shares a story about when he was 23 years old and received an offer from Mark Zuckerberg to sell Snapchat for $3 billion. He and his co-founder, Bobby, decided to turn down the offer because they believed in the future of their product and wanted to build a business that was different from Facebook. Spiegel says that he never doubted the decision, not even for a moment. The conversation also touches on the importance of taking care of one's family while building a business. Spiegel's wife, Miranda, is a wellness coach, and she has been instrumental in helping him manage his time and prioritize his family. Spiegel also talks about the challenges of being a CEO and a father. He says that it's essential to be present and engaged with his children, and he's learned that from talking to other successful people. His experiences offer valuable lessons for founders and entrepreneurs who are looking to build a company that lasts. He's had to deal with the challenges of being copied by larger companies, including Facebook, which he says has repurposed Snapchat's inventions to make products that make people feel unhappy and bad about themselves. When asked if he ever considered reaching out to Mark Zuckerberg about copying Snapchat's features, Spiegel said no, but he does think that Kevin Systrom's honesty about copying Snapchat's stories feature was admirable. Spiegel doesn't feel a sense of injustice when someone steals his idea, believing that drawing inspiration from other companies is part of innovating. However, he does think that it's frustrating when people think that just because a company has copied a feature, the products are the same. Spiegel's advice to founders who are being knocked off is to evolve quickly from being a product or feature to becoming a platform or ecosystem. He believes that this makes it harder for larger companies to copy and allows smaller companies to grow their business. He also thinks that the technology companies that exist now, including trillion-dollar ones, are not monopolies and should not be broken up. Instead, he believes that small technology companies should focus on developing fundamental innovations and technologies that can help them grow their business. Spiegel has had to deal with the challenge of adult content on Snapchat, and he says that the company proactively scans for and removes pornography. He believes that having content guidelines is helpful in creating a platform where people feel comfortable expressing themselves. When asked about the social media landscape, Spiegel says that he doesn't read too much into the changes that have happened in the last year. He believes that Meta's choices are often driven by following the political winds, and that this is a survivalist approach. He's not optimistic about the next 4 years in America, but he is optimistic about the country's ability to come together and overcome challenges. As a parent, Spiegel has thought about the pressures of social media on his children. He believes that it's a conversation that parents need to have with their children, and that it's not just about the technology, but about the values and principles that guide their behavior online. He believes that each child is different, and that a one-size-fits-all approach to social media usage doesn't work. Instead, he encourages his kids to be thoughtful about their privacy, especially when posting public content. He also emphasizes the importance of finding a healthy balance between learning from video. Evan's story is a testament to the importance of humility, creativity, and perseverance. Growing up, Evan's parents encouraged his creativity, and he developed a strong imagination and a love for building things. He went on to study product design at Stanford University, where he learned about the importance of going after big opportunities and scaling quickly. Evan's first idea, Future Freshman, failed, but he learned valuable lessons about loving what you're building and getting feedback from customers quickly. When he shifted to working on Snapchat, he and his co-founder, Bobby, iterated and created a new version of the app that was a hit. Evan's approach to leadership is centered around focus, discipline, and human connection. He believes in saying no to certain projects and focusing on others, even when it's painful. He's also passionate about the importance of kindness, creativity, and self-awareness in building a strong company culture. Evan's advice to entrepreneurs is to find what they love and use their special gifts to make a difference. He emphasizes the importance of humility, self-awareness, and asking questions to learn quickly. By adopting these lessons, entrepreneurs can build successful companies that make a positive impact on the world. If you are interested to listen to complete 18-minute summary and unlock detailed insights for each topic discussed in the video, check out quick podcast summaries on Spotify and Apple Podcasts with free trial and later, just for the price of candy. Happy listening.